Well guys, Missouri Mike here. I'm out hunting an older house place. You can see by the foundation there, it's pretty old. It's in town here. And well, I'll tell you what, I've been hitting this yard and I've dug several holes, nothing but new money. And I come up with a real high reading on the machine. Figured it'd be CLAD junk or something. And I'll tell you what, I dug something that I'd never dug before. It's cleaned up. I know it's silver. I know it's good. And it's not real old, but it's real heavy silver. And I'll show it to you here. It's got this kind of man on it. I don't know what it is. It's surely a foreign coin for sure. But it's about the size of a quarter. Real thick, like it's double hammered. Kind of a weird coin. The date on it's not that old. It's 1943. But I think maybe Australian. It's got a kangaroo on it. And an ostrich on the back. And you can see it there, and it says 1943, and it's got a kangaroo and an ostrich. It's wore pretty good, but it's definitely silver. Definitely silver, no doubt about that. Whoops. You can just tell by how it shines in the grass. Unreal find. For my first real good find of the day, that's the way to go. And it's heavy too. It's a lot heavier than a quarter. It's beat up pretty good, but it's a pretty awesome find. Alright, you just never know what you're going to dig. Missouri's full of all kinds of surprises. So, anyway, really proud of this. It's one of my nicer silver coins I've ever found. And you can tell how thick it is. It's real heavy. So, gotta love it. Well, on to the next one. Like I say, I've dug a lot of CLAD. This is my first decent coin, and I probably wouldn't have dug it other than it had such a good tone to it. It was almost a junk tone though, so much silver in it. Alright, on to the next one. Yep, I gotta film this. There's a coin spill there. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a quarter. All in this little hole area right here. So somebody must have spilled some coins out of the truck or something. So I'm gonna pick them up here. This is called a live dig. There's a penny, there's a penny, there's a penny, there's a dime. Okay. There's a penny, there's a penny, there's a penny, there's a quarter, no, a nickel. Sorry about that. And the nickel's a 1964, fairly old nickel. There's a penny. Now if they'd all been silver, I would have had a big smile on my face. So, yeah, there's probably, I don't know, 15 cents there maybe. And there may be some more just under the surface, so I'll kind of bump this a little bit and see if I can gain more. I'm sure it'll all be new though. Alright, there's all the CLAD that I got. The second round. I don't know how much there is. There's 4 or 5 quarters there. Several pennies, 3 or 4 nickels, 2 dimes. So it's a pretty good deal. Alright, on to the next one. Well, I hadn't dug a hole in a long time, and I finally come around and I dug one here. It's got this cap button cap on it. It does have some writing on it. I don't know if I can pull it out or not. It's going to be tough. It's got some writing right in there. I don't know if it's a Civil War or just an old cap off a button or what it is, but it does have writing on it. So hadn't dug any old coins yet or anything. Lots of new stuff. I dug got one good silver coin, so been here about 3 hours now. So on to the next one, see if I can get a good one here. Hopefully I can. Alright. Alright guys, I'm going to try to cut this one in live here. You got the hole already rounded out. Just going to try to see. Had a real good deep reading here. It read real high silver reading. I don't know if I can get lucky and get something good or get a silver coin or maybe. My batteries on this machine are getting a little low though. On the camera. It showed it's still in the hole. It said it was deep. I'm gonna set this down for a second. Be right back with you. Alright guys, that was a bum hole. Yep. I don't know, it's happened to a lot of people if you hunt enough. There's something down there, but I ain't digging it up. It's way down there. This yard's been filled in the back here. It's got lots and lots of glass fragments. Lots of trash. I don't know where something burnt here. They just filled it back in here with dirt or what. But there ain't hardly anything back here. Some junk, and that's about it. So I'll keep trying here. I don't know if I'm gonna have power left in the battery to show you these two or not. I just dug these two. They're in different holes. I have not dug a wheat penny, but I've dug 2 silvers today, plus that big silver I dug earlier. A 36 and a 51 Rosie. That's awesome. That's about 6-8 inches deep on this one, right by that rootwood. This side of this yard hadn't been hit. It's going to be something to come back and hit again. That's super. Not a wheat yet, but 2 silvers, 3 silvers today so far. And I'm about out of batteries, so a couple more holes and I'm going to do something different. Probably go hunt some Civil War relics. I'm out. Finally got a wheat out of this one. Not sure of the age. I think it's a pretty good one. It's a green one. So I got 2 silvers, 3 silvers and a wheat now. On this side of the yard I hadn't even hardly touched it. Popping some good stuff out of this. It's never been hunted before. It's awesome. It's never been filled either, evidently, or backfilled. But I'm running out of time here. I'll have to hit it again, but it's super. This is my first cool relic today. It's a cowboy hat. It's copper. I don't know if that's what it is or not, but it's pretty cool. It is copper. Awesome. Alright, I'm about done here. I think I'm about out of battery. I gotta run to the house, get another battery, and go to the relic spot, Civil War spot, before it gets before I can't go no more. Alright. That's a cool find though. That's a cool cowboy hat. Copper. Awesome. Hey guys, Mike here. Just doing some cleanup here on the. I hunted day before yesterday. Now I spent most of the day out that day. In fact, pretty much all day, starting around 11 o'clock, and I hunted till pretty close to dark. And I got a lot of finds, and I found some good stuff finally. I come in pretty good here. I'll start off. I like starting off with the junk. So I'll show you what I found first. This is copper, and it looks like a cowboy hat. I don't know what it is, but it is copper. It's pretty neat. I call it the cowboy hat. I know that's not what it is, but it's got a hole at each end, right there, and then right there. That was a neat find. Got an old pulley, which I'll probably end up throwing that away. I think it's bent. This is a brass piece, probably to a battery. A couple tools. Can't be without those. An old rusty socket and that old wrench. I got this piece right here. I don't know if that's part of a little firing pin or something off a gun. I'm just not sure. Looks like it's got a hole in it where something went. It's a bunch of keys. This was a neat key. Hadn't seen one of them. Not sure if it's a safe box key or some sort of key like that. It's different. It's really a different key. I don't know if it's an old key or not, but it's different. And you got your regular car keys, house keys there. I found another compact. That was a pretty good one. It's messed up pretty good though. Copper. I must have threw them away when they were done with them, because I sure found a lot of them. Old piece of glass here. It's real thick. I just picked it up off the ground. Another thing, I'm not sure what that is. I don't think it's anything major. A couple pieces of junk I probably need to get rid of. Old car, wagon. Pretty old wagon piece here. Some beads which were just laying on top of the ground. They were plastic. I picked them up. I got this. Now this piece came out of a Civil War area. And I don't know if it's Civil War period or not. Probably not. Because it came out of the same area this bullet came from. I know this is a bullet one that was fired from a Civil War gun. It being a 3-ring bullet that been hit pretty hard, flattened out pretty good. You just, you know, the history behind these just fascinates me. You know, you don't know who fired it or what it hit. It may have done some damage to someone, or may have got an animal or horse. I don't know. It's pretty neat. I found a button at the same site. I don't think it's Civil War bullet or button, but it does say service. It's got some writing on it. It says service something on it here. United Service or Utility Service or something like that on one side of it. It's pretty neat. It's an aluminum button though, I do believe. And it's fairly deep. Got this bullet too. It's real light, and I don't know what kind of bullet it is. It's a real light bullet. Machine's not wanting to focus very well. Okay. And it's kind of a different bullet. Pointy bullet. It's got one ring around it. It's different. Like I say, it's real light. Alright. At the Civil War place, I found this. Have no idea what it is. It's got a pin on it, an end, a rod going through it. It looks like it's got a hinge on it. Looks like this part may have folded up into this at one time when it's functional. And I'm not saying it's a Civil War relic. I'm just saying it looks old, and I don't know what it works, what it would do, what's it for. I don't know. Oops, part of it fell off. It had a end on it, which I just fell off, and then on that it had a washer on the end of it, like that right there was on the end of it. It's come off the end of this, so it's kind of falling apart. And I got a piece of metal, an old watch rim here, and that may come with the compact, and then a tack ring or a ring of some sort anyway. And that's pretty much most of the better junk. Got little scrap pieces in there. I'm not sure what this is. It comes as the high tone. It's pretty neat. It's got some real good detail to it. I believe it's copper too, but I don't know what it goes to. It goes to something. Fell off something. Got a flat washer here. I don't know why I kept that. I'll have to go through it and throw some of this stuff away. The bullet was pretty neat though. I really enjoyed finding that. I'll go through my CLAD next and save the rest for later. I found 10 quarters CLAD. I've got 49 dimes, or excuse me, 49 zinc pennies here, and 29 Lincolns here, and 4 nickels here, and 9 dimes on the lower row, all CLAD. Okay. Now the better stuff I found was a Chuck E. Cheese token for Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know if they're in every town, but they're around here, and the kids go there, and I guess they give tokens for the Chuck E. Cheese man or whatever. And I found several of these in the past, and I don't know It's got a date on there. It looks like 2003 or something. But anyway, that's a Chuck E. Cheese token. I got a 1941 wheat, 1958 wheat, plains, 1952 D wheat. Okay, and you come down. I found this little button cover here. Doesn't have any writing on it. It's copper. So those are the little better finds. And I got a Roosevelt, 1951. I got some silver finally. And I dropped down. I got a 1936. Oops, it's right there. Mercury. It's pro-war pretty good, but you can still get the date off of it. It's a pretty good one, but it's still got a date on it, and so it's still readable. And it is wore pretty good, but it's still old silver, fairly old. And then I got this one here, which is really rare for me. I live in Missouri, and I find a lot of foreign money, but this is an Australian. I researched this out a little bit. It's a farthing, and it's Australian money, 1943. It's real thick. It's made kind of different, almost like it's two halves smashed together. And that's, I guess, is the front side, and then this is the back side here, of course, I guess. And it's got the date. It's got an ostrich and a kangaroo on it. It says farthing up at the top and Australia at the bottom, and it's wore pretty good on the high edges. And it's got some guy on there. And I found out that was about, if you watch the video part of this, it was about around 6 inches deep, I'd say, if I was guessing, roughly. But it read as a high tone because of the silver content. And I researched this out. Just the silver value alone is about $6 for this. So they said if they were in good shape, they were bringing 25 and 30, which is probably not very good shape, but still a nice find for me. And then the 3 silvers I got were pretty rare. I don't find much silver. I was real happy with that, and of course happy with the bullet. So anyway, that was my find. Of course, now all this was hunting all day pretty much, you know. Probably put 6+ hours in that day, maybe more. If you watch the video part of this, you realize a lot of the pennies, some of the quarters came out of one honey pile. And I found probably 35, 40 coins of these in one spot. All those were zinc pennies, a few quarters, a couple dimes in there, but a lot of that came out of one hole. So like somebody dumped their car change in one spot or kicked it out or something. It was all in one little area, about a foot around, maybe 2 foot around. So anyway, that was my finds for the hunt. You guys get out, have a good time, do some hunting. Starting to warm up a little bit here in Missouri, so we're still getting some water, but the heat's getting there pretty good, so it's kind of hotter to hunt during the middle of the day. And it's kind of maybe have to hunt a little bit on a better day or in the mornings or something. It's starting to get pretty warm. So anyway, till the next hunt, this is Mike, and I'm out.